What you guys need to understand is that XRP is quite powerful and the price doesn't in any way reflect the value of this coin. And as Jolly Paula states, at some point there will eventually be relief for XRP, but a few green weeks do not guarantee continuation. Let's hope inflation has already partly factored into the price through manipulation and suppression. Obviously, not everyone believes in the value of this coin, but the one thing that's super important to understand is that XRP is undergoing a lot of suppression, and some of the suppression originates from the current inflation problem that we are all facing. We've never experienced such high levels of inflation like what Jerome Powell has announced. But before we get down into that, let's roll that intro. Also, stick around to the end of this video because I have interesting theories that will practically open your eyes. The giveaway will be in tomorrow, guys. We will be giving away $2,000 worth of XRP directly to your wallet as a way to say thank you for helping us grow. You can check it out in the comment section below for all the requirements. The winner will be announced tomorrow, right here on the Video of Money side. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Hello, guys, and welcome to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That will help us grow this channel so that more people can get access to this free information. Don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. Now, I've already talked about the inflation issue in my previous videos, so for further detail on that, just pause this video right now and go check out my previous uploads. But don't worry, we'll wait for you. Inflation, even though cryptos are hedges against such problems, it's actually affected the crypto space. Hence, the red we've been seeing all over the place. I'm sorry to say, XRP isn't immune to inflation as well. But like I've said in my previous videos, this is the perfect time for you to buy as much XRP as your pocket can afford. Why? Well, we are about to get a strong bullish trend, and it will likely happen overnight. So before you get caught off guard, stock up on as much XRPs as you can while it's still consolidating. Another problem that seems to have is Jed's taco stand, as highlighted by Mickle Markets. In his tweet, Mickle talks about a continuous sell-off of XRPs that's been happening from this wallet, which caused a massive amount of suppression on the price of XRP. And what makes it worse is that unlike XRP selling their tokens to increase the value of this crypto, Jed selling XRP is simply because he doesn't want to own XRP anymore. He's sold over 90% of his cryptos, and he's sold over 38 million XRP. There's no doubt that this has a negative impact on the price of XRP, and that's another reason why it's falling down. But soon enough, Jed will have sold all of his coins in the next few months, and now we can start to celebrate. At this rate, he will likely finish selling in around 200 days or 100 days, which is roughly about the same time the Ripple case will be over. In the initial coin offering of XRP, Jed received 9.5 billion XRPs, and he now only owns around 650 million. That's likely to have a drastic effect on the price of this coin. And unfortunately, this move doesn't add any value into the network. And besides that, we also need to talk about the burning of Ripple's Escrow, which the SEC and other people have thought of as it's the logical solution for what is happening in court right now. This sounds like a bad plan, because if you end up burning the Escrow for no reason at all, it will only lead to an attack on the ecosystem. The Escrow is an insurance policy and not what the SEC thinks. The Escrow is a multi-billion-dollar wallet, and that's not the only value that Ripple has. Ripple goes above and beyond the increase to the adoption of XRP. This company has been implementing the latest technologies into the RippleNet to ensure that it stays ahead of innovation. More importantly, Ripple continuously forges partnerships with the largest corporations in the crypto and fiat worlds to ensure the future of XRP. So why would anyone go for a company that done nothing but foster the mass adoption of cryptos? If it wasn't for XRP and Ripple, central banks couldn't have been thinking about coming into the crypto world. On the contrary, rumor has it that most central banks were actually thinking of ways to eliminate the whole crypto world for good. The same thing was happening with the cryptos. Most cryptos were made to decentralize the finance world and give power back to the people. From what has been happening in the past, This was a war that wasn't going to end. The only thing is that crypto traders could have felt the impact of this continuous, endless war, and that was going to lead to massive losses in both worlds. But when Ripple came along, we now have central banks partnering with cryptos. In fact, some central banks are actually working on incorporating the RippleNet framework. That said, instead of the SEC going for Ripple, they should be supporting this great company and ensure that it gets to the top. But since the regulatory body has chosen war, Ripple went on the defense and offense. Funny thing, in their pursuit to bring down Ripple, the SEC used illegal means, which is why they are now on the limelight for their transgressions. Now, I don't know about you, but I do believe that Ripple is going to win this case, and the suppression on XRP will finally be over. This crypto will go straight to the moon, but that's not the case right now. If you are not a long-term trader, chances are you've already quit on this crypto, right? Well, let's take a quick look at the technical analysis, and I will show you how this crypto is about to move. For now, it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but that's not entirely true. That said, here's a look at the charts. Let's see the Heikiashi candles on the XRP daily chart. Now, as you can see, the price has hidden inside the 12-day Bollinger Band. Looking at the MACD, the 12 and 26, we did not flip as much bearish since crypto double-bottomed a few days ago. Finally, the RSI 14. Now, the RSI is the 8th day at the oversold area using the Heikiashi candles. Normal candles not in use. That's quite a long time. If you provide a trend line at the RSI, you see that the resistance level went also into the oversold area. When resistance is in an oversold area, breaking the resistance is rather sooner than later. If we could go downwards one more time, that is also eventually possible. However, the analysis mentioned above takes into consideration that big moves upward are closer than we expect. On now to Bitcoin 1. This is the first month that Bitcoin will close below the EMA 10, $44,455 since March of 2020. 2, we have bearish indicators. The indicators, the MACD and RSI, are both on the bullish side but trending lower. The MACD is trending lower with strong bearish cross also in place, and the RSI is in a strong decline as well. 3, the Bitcoin USD monthly remains above EMA 21. Now this is actually a positive signal since EMA 21 is working as a support. Closing above it this month signals that the bulls are still fighting. This month closing below $36,500 or the EMA 21 can lead to a 3 crows pattern, which is a bearish signal. When this pattern comes up, we first see an initial bounce and then a strong drop. Candle closure is needed for confirmation. There's a double bottom you can see between April and November of 2021. Now, we know what to look for once the monthly candle closes. Now, one last question before we leave. Do you think Bitcoin will complete its correction at minus 72%? You can let us know in the comment section below. As always, we thank you for your continued support. Always do your own research and trade safely, guys. Namaste. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and click on that subscribe button below. Turn on notifications too so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the next Money Side.